with the WordPress. Installation. So you require your own domain and hosting before you could use WordPress into your website. So once that you have booked the domain and hosting, go into your hosting account. You may purchase both of them from the same website. You may even purchase from different sites. But wherever you have purchased the hosting plan, there you need to log in. So let's say I have taken the hosting plan in Shoutcoder. Like GoDaddy, there is another company recently launched whose prices are very affordable by name Shoutcoder. So I've shifted all my websites into this server. So here I need to log in. If you have taken it in GoDaddy, you got to log in into GoDaddy. You have taken it in BigRock, you got to log in into BigRock. Once that you have logged in, it will be showing you all your server names here. So I have given the server names as my website address itself. You can give any name. While you purchase a server, it will ask you for the name. So I have given, for better understanding, directly my site address as the server name. So I am going into the server. When I click here, I'll get all the options relevant to the hosting. Once you have clicked on the hosting package, you will have to go to control panel, cPanel. Login at cPanel of the server. So I come here, I click on cPanel. So everywhere, irrespective of the website from where you have taken a hosting plan, definitely there is going to be cPanel. Now within the cPanel, if you scroll down, it is going to be the same interface. Even if you log in from GoDaddy hosting server, you log in it from BigRock, you log in it from Shoutcoder, you log in from anywhere, you are going to get the same design once you have clicked on cPanel. Now inside this, if you scroll down, you have here applications. Software. These are all ready-made softwares by which you can create dynamic websites with the least use of code or no use of coding at all. WordPress is popular because even a layman who has got no knowledge about coding can also maintain a dynamic website. Imagine running an e-commerce site without writing even a single line of code was almost an impossible case few years back. As technology has advanced, it's all plug and play application. An e-commerce site 10 years back used to cost minimum a million in India. 1 million rupees for an e-commerce site minimum. Today, there are a lot of applications which are even available for free. So the cost of setting up an online business is peanuts. Less than 5,000 rupees, you can run a private e-commerce site with all the advanced features that you see day to day into the conventional e-commerce sites. What are the advanced features? You have wish list, then automatic tracking, then delivery to particular pin code, discount code, coupon code. So the zooming effect on the product, online payment system. with 100% security. That is most important. All that features we are going to have in our site. So there is no difference between an established e-commerce site and our website. Only difference is popularity. Those sites are very popular, getting millions of visitors every day, but our site is in a nascent stage. I will even provide you the solution how you could offer the products what the big e-commerce giants are offering for a price cheaper than that. Whatever may be the product, you'll be able to offer the price cheaper than them. So what is the trick behind it? We'll discuss on that. So right now I want to install WordPress. So I click on WordPress icon. Click on install. So I click on install. Now here is going to ask you for the version. This is by default the latest version, so you don't have to change anything here. Next is asking for the path. Where do you want to install WordPress? If you want to install WordPress in your root website address itself, remove this. Then directly at your site address, rankmytip.com, the WordPress will work. You can change your domain name from here if case you are having multiple domains in a single server. So I want to have as rankmytip.com/WordPress. This site is already running root website. So I want to install WordPress in a subfolder. So I'm giving here as /WordPress. If you leave it blank, it will run in a root domain. If you give any word here, then your site will work. WordPress site will work at your site address / whatever it is that you are giving here. So only this thing you need to take care of. You can write on this point. You can write a statement here. Root domain means main website address without any slashes. All this we can change even after installation. So I am bypassing this and straight away come to the admin section. Here you need to give complex password and little change the admin username, because if it is very common, there is a chance of hacking. Your site will be vulnerable to hackers. So it is better that have some complex username as well as password. So let me have here username as Sanju250 and password alphanumeric with special characters. This should be more than 80. For time being, I am just leaving the password as it is. You can give even your Gmail address. And once you scroll down, there are themes available here. Please don't select any theme. If you select any theme from here, you will not be able to change the theme from the admin section. This is a very important point. So I click on install. That's it. It says 3-4 minutes, but within a minute, WordPress will get installed in your website. It's ready. I told you earlier that this process used to take 2-3 days. I think around 6-7 years back, after installing WordPress, the company used to manually configure it and they used to ask for 2-3 days of time. It's all matter of few seconds. This is where my site is now. So this is now running in WordPress. There's a default page, default theme, which is showing up. We are going to work on with this. So where does my site work? /WordPress, because remember in the directory box I mentioned as WordPress. Had I not mentioned, it would have worked. The same page would have opened here. But because I already have a site running here, that's the reason why I put a subfolder as /WordPress. In order to log in into the backend, like in Blogger we have seen the admin section, this is the admin dashboard where we can do all the changes. Likewise, for WordPress, in order to work in the admin section, you will have to go to the path wherever you have installed WordPress /WP-admin. WP stands for WordPress and admin means administrator. It will ask you for ID password. So this is what is the dashboard of the WordPress. So we are going to see one by one each of these options now. Alright. First is the blogging part. If you want to maintain only a blog in WordPress, and very important point here, do not think that Blogger belongs to Google, so there may be special priority for Blogger sites to rank on top. Let me make this very clear that whatever is your website, irrespective of the platform, every site is given the equal priority to rank on top. Search engines are not going to see whether you have developed the website manually using code or you have installed WordPress or Drupal, Magento or Blogger. So many applications are there. But that does not bring any difference in SEO. What matters in SEO is the matter inside the page. But what application you have used, who is the owner, from where the site is being operated, this is not at all checked. So what is going to be checked in SEO? That's what we are going to see in the classes to come. Once our WordPress site is ready, then we are going to discuss about the SEO in various types of website. General site, Blogger as well as WordPress. If I want to maintain just a blog in WordPress, then I need to only work out with the post. So similarly, as we have seen into Blogger, you find the option here to publish a post, you'll go with add new post. Only the interface is little different, but the functionality is same. You have little extra options in WordPress compared to Blogger. I click on add new. Okay, he has changed the interface a bit. He has got a new editor. Anyway, here I give the title. Upon which topic do you want to maintain this post? Let's say that I want to start a post on Vivekananda quotes. So there is a headline for the post. And then the content. Content I give it here. So you can make use of bold, italics, underline, all that, like we have done it for Blogger. In case you have got anything coming externally, remember how we inserted the table. HTML editor.in, you have designed the content there. Click on edit HTML, place the content wherever you want. So even you can import and export. We have changed the interface here. Okay. So like this, that we type the matter. So he has added an option called as block here. So you want to add more blocks. Okay. So just as you press enter, automatically new blocks will get added. Okay. Now within this, you can either type the text matter or you can even give it in the format of HTML. You can even choose the option from here. Priyanka said that the voice is not audible. So hope it is audible now. I think long back you have said that I could not notice. So anything that you have it into HTML editor, let's say that I want to have a table. Let's quickly create a table there. I click on source. The rule applies that copy the code only between the body tags. Later I am going to explain you why are we copying only the content in the body tags. I want to place it after this one line of code. Okay. Here you have the compose option. Any mistake with the code? The block contains unexpected or invalid content. Let's see the post, whether we are getting the table. Yes, we are getting it. So maybe some syntax error here and there. So it has automatically resolved it, and we are able to see the table here. Any post that you have published, you want to edit it or delete it, you can move it to trash. After a few days from trash, it will automatically get deleted. You can go back to trash and restore it. If you do not restore, it will automatically get deleted after 30 days. So the slight difference between Blogger and WordPress is, by mistake, any deleted post can be restored. While in Blogger, if you have deleted, it's gone from the server. You can't restore it. And even if you do not restore, it will automatically get deleted after 30 days. If you delete it right away, then you will not be able to recover. I want to publish another post. Let's say post on Samsung Galaxy S14. I want to have an image here. So here you have an option to add an image. You can add even gallery. You can add an audio file. Now this option is missing in Blogger. You can add a video. You can add file. This option is also missing in Blogger. Let's say that I want to give a link to download the SEO material that I can provide from here. But like such kind of provision, I do not have it in Blogger. Let's add an image. I want to upload the image from the system. May not be a relevant image, but just to show you. You can have different designs for the image, like this, like this. These are all extra options what you have. Okay, say publish, publish. You can view the post now. Okay, little rounded curved edges. I want to add a link. You can write a caption if you want. I go back on plus, link, okay. Anyway, link option here, code. Okay, so you just type it here. Let's say I want to have a link as click here. This is what I want to make it as a link. Select it, click on link. This option was provided even here anyway. So you got to select it, click on link and provide the address of the destination page. There we had to manually add in double quotes target equals to underscore blank. Here just if you select this option, automatically it will open in the new tab. I click on update. Now when I click on the link, samsung.com should open up in a new window. This is the way the image, video and the link would work. Categories. Like we use labels in blog, here it is called as category. In order to group the post, you can make use of categories here. Let's say that I want to have a category as mobiles. Add. I told you tags are read by the search engine. What are all the topics which are relevant to this post? You are going to mention them. Don't have more than 5 tags per page. These tags, we'll see what is the use of this in SEO, but for now keep in mind 1 to 5 tags per post. Here you can select the category. Other options will come back to it while we discuss about SEO. For now, to maintain blog, these options are sufficient to you. How to add an image, how to add a video. To add a video, you have directly an option here. So either you can take the image, the video from your system, or any video which is there within your website in other page, that will be shown in the media library. You must have already uploaded video within this website in other pages, that will be shown here. Or this is from the YouTube. You can directly copy paste the YouTube URL here. This is the way the content will work in WordPress. But when you have decided to maintain a site to make income only with ads, then it is better to work with Blogger. WordPress is meant to create dynamic sites. So let us see how to have a site like classified site or real estate site or a coupon based site, an e-commerce website. For that, you will have to change the theme. So in order to change the theme, go to Appearance, Themes. There are lakhs of themes inbuilt within WordPress. These are showing the 3 themes here. I think this is a theme which is working right now. Active theme is 2021, some name of the theme. There are 2 more dummy themes available here. Apart from that, if you click on Add New, you will find several thousands of themes. And these are much better compared to Blogger. Any theme that you like, install it. You don't like, you can uninstall them. Install and then activate. Now see, the entire appearance of my site will change. This is how my site looks like based on the theme. We'll see how to work with sidebar and all that, but this is the way the theme has to be changed. Again, I click on Add New. I want to change the theme. Most of these are responsive themes. That means they are SEO friendly, mobile friendly, tablet friendly. The theme will automatically get adjusted with the screen size. Most popular themes, latest themes. 8055 themes are there, which is compatible with 5.6 version. This is the latest version. Previous version, 70,000-80,000 themes are there. And traditional version, lakhs of themes are there. But anyway, always use the latest version, which will have better security features. So even specific to any category, you have themes here. You can search even using this box. These are classified themes. But who wants to have a theme which is inbuilt? We want to have a private theme. Like we installed a private theme in Blogger, which is outside Blogger, there are millions of themes developed in WordPress outside WordPress. So rather than using the inbuilt themes, better you search for a theme which is professionally created by others. Just in Google, when I search WordPress e-commerce themes, WordPress classified themes, WordPress real estate themes, you will find thousands of results. Let's have a look. Most of them are paid, but it is worth the price because the creativity that they have shown up is amazing. Each of them have got their own collection. Now here this theme meant for meat farm food shop, $53 only. Pharmacy, online e-commerce pharmacy site like medplus.com, Medibazaar. These are the latest themes. There are more themes available here. So many themes you find. This is a second site. There's another e-commerce theme. Directly you can download. This is free. So many designs in this site. These are all e-commerce themes. Any theme that you like this you can download. You can see the demo of the theme as well. So firstly see the demo, go through all the features. Only when you are fully satisfied, then install it. Anyway, you can roll it back, you can uninstall and go with another one. This is how your e-commerce site is going to look like if you install this theme. See, look at the appearance, how professional it is. These kind of sites will cost, even today, just in India it will cost you at least 2-3 lakh. Here you can create in a single day. Only you got to pay for the theme. How much is the price for this theme? $59. That's a very nominal price compared to the functionality that you are getting. It will have all the features of an established e-commerce site. So many themes even here. Among all in e-commerce, I like personally Mega Shop. If you want, you can note down this name. It's a beautiful e-commerce theme. It is something related to Snapdeal. So the appearance wise, you'll find it something relevant to snapdeal.com. Mega Shop WordPress themes. There are 12 themes within Mega Shop. This will also cost you somewhere around $60, only $27. Very nominal price. So 3,000 rupees and e-commerce site is ready for you. Domain and hosting you got to pay separately. This is only the cost of the theme. Let's have a preview. This is design 1, design 2, design 3. All these are Mega Shop. Design 4, design 5, design 6, 7, 8, 9. So many themes are there. These are coming soon. 17 themes altogether. Let's have a look at any one theme. Say this one. Let's have a demo. This is how exactly your WordPress site would look like. You can change all this slider and all that. We are going to work on that. So there's a slider. You can have your own background images for it. This dollar will change to rupees. All this will be available in the settings. Look at the categories. You can have categories, subcategories, custom made. Look at the effect here, so beautiful. And this is what we need, the sliders and all that. And then we require the zooming effect. See here, we are able to zoom the product, and side view, top view, all that we can have it, along with online payment option with utmost security. Automatically the relevant products at the bottom. Look at the flash effect. We can have a link for the affiliate. I'm going to get back to this. So like this, any theme that you have got, just you need to download it, and then in WordPress click on upload theme, right on. Alright, so here I click on upload theme, choose a file. Any theme that you have downloaded, it will get downloaded in zip file. In Blogger, we had to extract it, copy the XML code, come back to theme HTML and replace the existing code with the copied code. That was little complex because we had to work with the code. Here as it is that zip file, you can upload it, whichever theme that you have downloaded. So there's no need for any XML file, no need to work with any code at all. So wherever the theme is purchased, they are going to give you the zip format, as it is zip format, install and then activate. You are going to see the same design what you are able to see in the demo. Now, depending upon the theme that you have installed, you are going to automatically get new options on the left pan. If it is a real estate theme, you'll get an option here as real estate. Under that, you'll find add new, commercial, residential. Residential, you select commercial, residential plot or apartment. Select apartment 2 BHK, 3 BHK, 4 BHK. Then again for rent or sale. Like that, automatically you're going to get the options depending upon the theme. Had you install a classified theme, classified ads. So add new listing, new classified listing. Just like post, you will not be working with the post there. If I've installed a business theme, I'll be working with those extra options which I've got. If it is an e-commerce site, I'll get automatically an option here on the left side as products. We are not going to publish posts, we are going to publish products. Under products, you'll find add new. Click on add new, automatically that entire interface will open up for you to add the product. Give the title, give the currency, give the price, give the side view, top view, upload all those pictures. Then in case you are even promoting coupon code, optional, you can give the coupon code. Just if you open that link, you will get to know how the fields have to be given. Like you are publishing a post, you'll be publishing product pages there. If it is an coupon based site, then here you'll get an option as add coupon, coupon, add new coupon. Then you'll find relevant option for that coupon. Title 20% off for ordering pizza online. Then description, terms and condition for it. Then there will be a box for entering the coupon code. Then there will be a box to enter the affiliate URL code. So in case you are promoting affiliate links, you have a separate option there to input your affiliate URL for every page that you are publishing. So only when you install the theme, you'll be able to know how to work with those options, but they are pretty easy. Any business theme you want to install, you are stuck anywhere, that time I'll be able to help you out. But every theme will be getting separate options. So just work on those extra options, you'll get to know what is going where. Once the theme is installed, if I want to change the menu, the sidebar, for that I will have to go to menus. Let us see if we have menu in this theme, what we have installed. There's no menu. Let us install a theme which has got menu. In case your theme is offering slider, there will be an option here as slider. Then within that slider, add image 1, content for it, image 2, content for it. Working with WordPress is much simpler than Blogger. Blogger, we had to put everything in the code. Here there is no need to touch the code at all. From SEO perspective, yes, we have to do it. While I come to SEO, I'll tell you where you have to do the changes in the code. But at least from design point of view, you don't have to go there. Yeah, but if you want to, let's say, resize this rectangle boxes, or you want to make it like this one on the left side, for all those changes you require PHP knowledge. Everything is available here. You'll have to code it in PHP. WordPress base is PHP. Okay, so all the code is designed into different sections. Sidebar, if you want to work, sidebar.php file. Okay. Otherwise, whatever the theme options are there, as it is alignment and all, you want to use it, then there's no use of going to the code at all. Some areas will work in SEO. For now, it is not required. So let me ignore this option editor. We'll go back to themes and choose a theme which has got a menu to see how menu has to be edited. So I've installed this theme, activate it. Okay, already active. So automatically the new pages will come here. These are the links. Let's see how to work with the menu. For that I go to appearance, menus, give the name for the menu. Right on. So I'll give the name as today's date. This is not the thing which will be shown there. We are just giving the name for the menu for our own reference. What will be shown in the front end, that we are going to put now. Create. Save. Okay, so the menu has been created. Now I want to add items in this menu. So what I want to have, let's say post, I publish some posts. I want to have both this post into the menu. They'll come automatically here. So both these pages have come. You want to have a custom link. You can give internal page address, external page address. Alright, so all these menu links will get arranged like this. You want to make it shuffle this order. Let's say I want this Vivekananda quotes to be on the top. As simple as that. Now, to work with the submenu, we had to copy paste the code and then work with the structured menu. Here it can be as easy as possible. I want to make this Samsung Galaxy S14 below Samsung, but I want it as a submenu to this. Just till shift it little on the right side. This becomes a submenu item. Now you can easily guess what is required for submenu. Little bit more on the right side. So this will become a submenu to this. In the same line you want one more submenu. So below Samsung these two are submenu now. But if I put it more on the right side, then this will be submenu to this menu. So below Samsung you'll find S14, below S14 you'll find Apple. That easy it is. So WordPress working is much easier than even Blogger. Once everything is done, click on save. The menu is saved. However, when I refresh the site, you will not be able to see the updated menu. This is a problem which a lot of students have complained. Sir, I have changed the menu but it is not reflected in the website. What is the problem? The problem is you haven't yet selected the location. We have created the menu, that's right. But you'll have to tell WordPress that you want to use this menu. For that, you'll have to go to Manage Locations. And there are several menus available in your theme. One is social menu is there, footer menu is there, mobile menu is there. For mobile, you may want to show only the important menu items. Desktop expanded menu is there. When you put your mouse, you get extra options. Horizontal menu is there. So I want to have, let's say, desktop horizontal menu. This is a menu that I created. Now when I refresh the site, automatically these items would appear. So do not forget this point by clicking the Manage Location. So only the terms are different here. There what is called as gadget, here it is called as widget. So in order to work with the widgets, I click on widgets straight away. This is what is the structure of my theme. So there is one footer, two footer, there is no sidebar here. In case there is sidebar in your theme, you will even get a box for the sidebar. You can again shuffle it, same like how you have worked with the menu. You can add more items here. Okay, you can add the pictures if you want to show gallery. You may want to show calendar. Okay, anything you don't want it, open it up, click on delete. Okay, So we have added a gallery calendar. Let's see if we are able to get that. Yes, there is. My theme does not support the sidebar, that's why we are only having footer here. But in case you have used a sidebar theme, even sidebar option will also be there. Now important point. What we used there as text HTML gadget, here it is called as text widget. Okay. So what you can do, drag and drop. Now within this box, you can either place Google ad code, affiliate ad code, cricket score, anything that you're getting externally. Dump that code here. This is a universal widget to place any HTML code. Same thing what you have there as text, HTML JavaScript, here it is called as text. Right on. Alright, so that is all. These are the options that we have seen today. There are more options like plugins, users, tools. All this we'll be discussing in the tomorrow's class. So by tomorrow we'll wind up with the WordPress, and from Monday, we are going to begin with SEO. So by tomorrow, whether it is Blogger or WordPress, design a website. Maybe you can start with Blogger itself, shortlist your keyword, so that from Monday when I discuss about SEO, whatever the step that I'm implementing for my blog, parallelly you got to do it for your own blog, so that any issues you find, you can solve it in real time. That is all for today. Over to you for any kind of doubts, questions. Make use of the audio control or the chat window.